Welcome back to your weekly trans meme video, cause come on, we all gotta keep going with this. Oh, I love them. Fun somewhere. That's the dream. Service dog. Are we almost at the park? Yep, almost. Hey, why didn't we go the way we normally go? Why did we go a different way? No. This is a normal reaction to someone pulling out a application for employment, I think. Inspired by this Tumblr post, based on this Tumblr post. Ollie's doing her best work, bonus after the jump. She got the job! Pros, she earns a lot of tips. Her coworkers are really nice. Free pastries at the end of the day. Cons, still really bad with money. Forced to shower regularly. The dog treat jar is not for employees. Please do not pet me, I'm working. Maybe when my shift ends though? So this comic is an academic paper now. For that reason, the flip side of the I am a quantitative analyst joke is that in puppy girl media. Puppy girls are just as often completely outside of formal economies, employment, and education, as they are hyper successful. One does not have to have status in order to revel in the rejection of it. It is funny when a puppy girl has a master's degree, but is by no means required of her. Rather, it is the relationship of the profound disidentification from the requirements of trans respectability that defines her. The short comic by the indie artist Spice Maester, Figure 10, demonstrates this admirably. A comic about a puppy girl's work situation by online artist Spice Master. You know, it's funny because it is actually a really good example. Turbulent staff, more trans guy memes. Oh, heck yeah. When you get your man period. Ah! Yeah, I just really love this male character. I want his gender. My family, that haircut is for boys. Me. Yes, it is. Trans men are crazy, because it's like, what if an adult man had all the traumas of a teenage girl? How I feel after pointing at every single man and screaming transition goals or gender envy. Trans guys choosing whether they should be obsessed and identify themselves with robots, skeletons, wizards, aliens, mad scientists, eldritch monsters, or detectives. Congratulations, finding out you're gay and trans. Do you listen to Lemon Demon or My Chemical Romance? Bird Koala. I didn't know girls could do that. My girlfriend literally don't have a penis. It's so scary. Where did it go? I didn't know girls could do that. Stay safe out there, soldier. Hi, I sent that to my girlfriend doesn't have a penis ask. My girlfriend is trans. She literally has a dick. I was just so ridiculously high I couldn't find it. Wow, there are levels to this. Bro had aimbot and still couldn't find the clit. Yeah, that sounds about right. Bovilia. Couldn't resist on the work chat. Adding Robin and removed Robert. Adding Robin and removed Robert is what I'm gearing up to do on my birth certificate. LaPearl 7. Ironically, I bought this set when I started HRT. What trans men think trans women dream about? Oh. What we actually dream about? Oh! Shake booty snake. I don't know how I feel about this. Growing up thinking I must be cis because I'm attracted to women. See a pattern where a large majority of the women I am attracted to later came out. Don't want to be labeled as that guy, so I feel ashamed that I am attracted to these women almost exclusively. Hey, cracks. You know, I do wonder how many chasers are actually trans and just don't realize it. Because deflecting it onto hatred is a very common move for transphobes, but also reflecting it onto pretending it's just a fetish is very common for chasers. It's hard to get numbers on these things because, like, they'll never admit it, and, you know, a bunch of them never find out themselves, so it's like wonky, but still, I'm curious. A named pixel found an Instagram comment I've posted a couple of months ago. Cishet here. Haha. Well, about that. Don't understand why, but I want to cross-dress as a female guy despite being a trans girl. The trans femme urge to cross-dress as a femboy. Look, gender's a frick. It's up to you as to whether or not you give it. Trans femme tomboys, trans mask femboys, trans femme cross-dressing as femboys. Oh dear lord. That's a new one. How about trans mask cross-dressing as tomboys? Trans femme tomboys, trans mask femboys, MB's cross-dressing as binary cross-dressers. Oh. Eventually, we're just gonna reach David Bowie. Yes, the carcassation of gender. I probably just butchered that pronunciation, but it's the evolutionary idea that we all turn into crabs eventually. Dumbed Redditor. A dream. No friends from pre-transition. So, how did that happen anyway? You give up a few things chasing a dream. Was it worth it? I'm hoping it is, Jimbo. I most surely am. Sometimes we do lose parts of ourselves. The real question is whether or not it's a part of yourself you could afford to lose. And that's not a question anyone can answer but you. Moving on. Spearoni, we're not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere, Will said with unshakable conviction, because we don't come from anywhere. We're spontaneous events. We just appear in the middle of families, and we'll keep appearing. Even if the plague killed every homosexual on the planet, it wouldn't be extinction, because we're queer babies being born every minute. It's like magic. He grinned at the notion. You know, that's exactly what it is. It's magic. Cleve Baker. Scament? Legal boysenberry. Funniest name switch. There's gotta be at least one trans woman named Eve out there whose dead name is Adam, and she's the funniest person to ever grace the earth with her presence. My mom knows a trans woman named Helen whose dead name is Troy, which I think is pretty epic. Well, she's right. Alex Cat, where can I get some of these apples? The Black Diamond is a rare apple with a jet black hue, a taste sweeter than honey. It makes your twig and berries fall off, and its crispiness is unmatched by any other apple. Forbidden fruit. Nom nom nom. Turbulent staff, even more trans guy memes. Girl canon events, discovering yaoi, realizing you're trans. Born to be a gay man, forced to be a woman. Why you should put me on probiotics. Your favorite child. Trade offer, I receive your oxygen supply. You receive no boobs. When I'm talking to a stranger and my feminine voice comes out instead of my handcrafted masculine voice, 15 signs you're a trans male, super rare, and is it better than alpha? Testosterone Pocky, ooh. Misty Mercy, what's in your pants? Customized pockets. Purple girl pants makes me feel so euphoric, but I hate how small the pockets are. Me with an interest in sewing. Reality can be whatever I want it to be. Seedling gal, get a hobby. Turns out watching anime isn't hobby, and I will burn out. If I didn't get a good hobby during my last hyperfixation shuffle, maybe next time the ADHD makes me change it, it will be something considered healthy. I mean, enjoying media isn't inherently unhealthy, but it can be like, I don't know, what defines a healthy hobby is kind of wildly inconsistent. The Tortolito Man. Now I'm officially a tomboy transbian. Literally gayest thing ever. This is a straight thing, actually. Remember, every Miku is canon. Slanny's cutie. I did have a phase of not trying to be cringe. Me being cringe in World of Warcraft 2016. Me being cringe in World of Warcraft in 2026. Very little has changed. Golden Meringue. Is a side effect being happier? Cis men using low T describing their personality on T as deranged and moody. My trans self who has a calmer personality because I'm on T. I guess it's all relative, isn't it? And we'll cut it there. I hope you all enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, share it with your friends and family, assuming that you're either out to them or they're out to you or they just enjoy it in some way, shape, or form. And like always, have a fantastic week.